If you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Pull up your pants. Walking around with your ass and your underwear showing is not okay. Respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Finish school. You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids they're acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the real Donald Carlton Lemon. That clip I just showed you, that was a clip from the real Carl Lemon from over 10 years ago. This was before he became known as Donnie or the Sour Lemon. This was before he was indoctrinated. This was before he was baptized and born again. This was before he started attending Sunday morning services at Woke United Methodist. That clip was from a time when Carl was a real journalist. He was giving valuable advice to his community. I think we can all agree it's kind of hard for young men to get a job when their pants are hanging half off their ass. Outside of Club Shay Shay, I don't know too many other employers who are looking for men who are willing to show the cracks in their moon. Now, I want you guys to remember the sentiment of that clip. I want you to notice the transformation of Donald Carlton Lemon to Donnie the Lemon. Carl was a journalist. Donnie is a propagandist. Carl was dedicated to delivering the news. Donnie is desperate for your attention. Keyword, attention. Because that is what it's all about, being noticed. You know, we live in a society where we are bombarded with solicitation for our attention. This afternoon, I had 3 different offers in my email inbox from various companies. Please let us advertise on your channel. Are you interested in bartering? If you make a video about us, we'll send you a complimentary basket of freshly baked turds. If you're a consumer of live sports, you can't watch a game without being bombarded by sports books. And it's not just commercials. They are advertising lines, point spreads during the broadcast. Angel Reese airballs another layup. Live total on the over-under for airballed layups for Angel Reese has now been moved to 30. Place your bets now at DraftKings. We have so-called experts in sports betting that are begging for our attention and money. Hey friend, it's me, Tony the Tout. I've got a super duper 5,000 unit play tonight. Send me money and I'll give you this once in a lifetime play. You don't want to miss this cash cow. It's gonna be great. All the kids out there, let Uncle Casey give you some valuable advice. I know ladies like Kelly in Vegas are attractive. I know it's hard to say no to these pretty women that sports books are paying to be experts. But listen to me, and listen to me very closely. Never, ever, 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 ever pay someone for picks. Ever. There is a reason they use attractive women to sell these picks. Just think about it. You have a better chance of lightning striking the hole in your ass than you do of making a living betting on sports. And the so-called experts begging for your money in exchange for picks, they're not winning either. The way they win is when you lose. Every day, we're also bombarded by people in the mainstream media begging for our attention. And one of the biggest offenders is Donnie Lemon. Over the weekend, Donnie was the guest on Bill Maher's podcast. During the interview, Bill Maher, he mentioned one of Donnie's favorite topics, fruit. As a proud lemon, Don seems to have an unhealthy obsession with the orange man. Donnie is so enamored with the orange man, I heard he had Fruit of the Loom remove the apples and grapes from their logo on his personalized pair of briefs and replace them with the orange. While speaking with Bill Maher, Donnie made an interesting observation about the Trumper, more specifically, Trump supporters. In his latest desperate cry for attention, Don Lemon managed to piss off and maybe even offend every black man and black woman who supports Donald Trump. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go ahead and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. Are you struggling with back problems? Do you deal with minor aches, minor pains throughout your day, and you don't want to go to the doctor because all the doctor is going to do is find something else wrong with you? Or even worse, prescribe addictive medication that you just don't want to take? Me personally, I hate going to the doctor. So does my wife, who actually deals with back pain, which is why she started using CBD lotions and oils from Sugar Mountain Trading. Now, this is not THC. It's not going to make you fail a drug test. These CBD lotions and oils, they are designed for rapid pain relief. Like I said, my wife deals with nagging back pain from time to time. We've tried over-the-counter stuff, tried the chiropractor. Nothing ever seems to work. Within 5 minutes of me applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, my wife's pain was gone. I'm telling you, it is damn near magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. Bar soap comes in a variety of scents ranging from lavender to cherry almond. All CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Couple of weeks ago, Don Lemon was so desperate for content. He was so desperate for attention. He was approaching people on the subways in New York City. With his camera crew following very, very closely, Donnie was approaching random strangers and showing them pictures on his pink iPhone. Now, this is a true story. I am not making this up. This dude, who is approaching 60, he is giggling and running up to random strangers, showing them a picture of himself. Hey there, Mr. or Mrs. Mister. Take a look at this handsome man. Do you know who this is? No. It's me, Donnie. Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter what your name is. Do you see how far Don Lemon has fallen? Do you see how desperate he has become? 10 years ago, this dude was speaking truth and dropping wisdom on his community. Today, he's running around the subway begging them to identify him. Which brings us to Donnie's appearance with Bill Maher. They were talking about black men and black women who support the Trumper. According to the election results, the number of black men and women who support Donald Trump was in the millions. But according to Donnie, it is impossible for them to be rational, because it is impossible to be a black man or a black woman in this country while also being a supporter of Donald Trump. If you're the exception to the rule, I guess Donnie thinks there is something wrong with you. Watch for yourself.
When I see a black MAGA person who is carrying Donald Trump's water and they know that he's lying, it is the shortest line to the front. Because if you're black and you're whatever, you're just in line with a bunch of other Democrats that are doing the same thing that you're doing. But if you become a black MAGA person, it's like, whoa, let's book this person, let's put him on television.
So you don't think you can be a sincere black MAGA person?
No, I just said, I don't think that, I just said, I think there can be sincere Republicans.
But you can't be a sincere black Republican?
I don't think that you can be a rational MAGA, be black and be a rational MAGA person. I think you can be black and be a Republican.
I think they would find that very insulting.
Well, I mean, the truth is often insulting.
Don Lemon is absolutely right. The truth is often insulting, but the problem here is Donnie doesn't speak the truth. Now, I am not going to address whether or not these comments are offensive to black men and black women. I would assume they are. I mean, I would be offended if someone questioned my rationale because I voted for the Trumper. If I voted for Cam Harris, I wouldn't be offended. If I voted for Cam, I am opening myself up to having my intelligence questioned. But all kidding aside, the reason I'm not addressing it is because I don't think Don Lemon actually meant what he said. It's an illusion. It's smoke and mirrors. I think Don Lemon said this intentionally because he knew it was going to piss people off. He knew it would generate headlines throughout the mainstream media, which is exactly what it did. He spoke with Bill Maher. I want to say the interview was over an hour. The only clip that generated interest was the clip that I just shared with you. I used to talk about this all the time when Donnie was collecting woke welfare at CNN. Even though his ratings were in the pooper, even though he was constantly getting into catfights with Caitlin Collins, Katie, woo! Katie, woo! Don Lemon still had a lot of value. He provided a hell of a lot more value than the Roo because Don Lemon knows how to generate interest. He knows how to generate conflict. He knows how to piss people off and get them to notice. Whether you love him or hate him, it's hard not to respect the hustle, the talent. In this business, you either want to be loved or you want to be hated. You want to cause some type of emotion. The last thing you want is indifference, which is what most people in the mainstream media generate, indifference. Even though Donnie's comments were absolutely disgusting and wrong, at least he was original. At least he came up with an original idea to get noticed. Over the weekend, Simone Sanders at MSNBC. Well, KC, who in the hell is Simon Sanders? You guys don't remember Simon? She's the bald lady that replaced Joy Reid. I guess being a balding beauty doesn't give Simone the attention that she desires because over the weekend, she announced to the dozens of people watching MSNBC that she was quitting the Democratic Party. It's an idea that she stole from Mel Torrey at CNN, who did the same thing 24 hours earlier. That's what most people in the mainstream media are doing for attention. They are copying someone else. Even though Don Lemon's comments about Black Trump supporters, the comments were detestable, but at least they were original. Give me your thoughts on this. Don Lemon, desperate for attention again, but this time, instead of bothering random strangers on the subway, he decides to insult his own community. I have a lot of black men and black women in this audience. You guys tell me, were you offended by Don Lemon's remarks? I damn sure would be bothered by it. I would be pissed off if some sour lemon was questioning my intelligence because I refused to vote for the leader of the cackling choir. But you guys tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.